Good morning. Good morning. What is going on, you beautiful people? It is 3:05 a.m. I am on my way to the gym right now. I feel really good. I feel good. Quick reflection. 30 days into 2019. If you are not mindful, the year will get behind you. The year will get behind you. If you are not mindful of just the year, 5, 10, 15 years will get behind you, and you will find yourself staring up and back at what you have not accomplished, what you have not done. And a lot of that has to do with, are you intentional? And for the longest time, when that word was brought to me, I didn't quite understand what it meant to be intentional. Like, how do you become intentional? You know, we assume that life is what it is. You go to work, your boss tells you what to do, you do it, then you leave, you get in your car, it either starts or it doesn't start, and then there's traffic and you're in traffic, and that's what you're doing. But intentional is very present. Intentional is very now. Intentional is very much today, this second. Where am I going? I'm going to the gym. But while I'm going to the gym, I'm going to do this video. Why am I doing this video? Because I'm committed. Why am I committed? Because my commitment is directly tied to my success. My success is directly tied to my destiny. Long term, my destiny is my legacy. It's my empire. It's the inheritance that I leave for my children's children. So my intention is right here in the moment with doing this video. But going to the gym is an act of intention to give me power for the day, to give me self-esteem about myself. You see, when you become intentional, this big blooming flower kind of opens up. And you start seeing that your intention in the moment is really attached to things down the road, but you're building for the moment because the moment is what counts. My grandfather died at 56. My grandmother died at 83. Tomorrow's not promised. There's no specific time when when your clock is up. There's no telling. She went on to live almost 30 years longer than my grandfather. There's no rhyme or reason. So intention is simply intended to build for the future. So when you're intentional today, you're building for the future tomorrow. See, me and my wife have been sitting down, we've been looking at our finances, and we're trying to figure out a way that we can live a better financial life. We haven't been intentional with our finances. We get money, we spend money. We see something we want, we buy it. And that type of thinking has a lot of older people working at Walmart. Because you have to be intentional about everything. You have to be intentional about your health and what you want for it and why you want it. You have to be intentional about your workplace and what you want from it. You have to be intentional about your relationship and what you want from it. Now, I got into this habit of writing down why I want something. Why do I want more money? Or why do I go to the gym? Or why do I want to be in shape? Or why do I want a number one ranking business? So I don't think any part of me wants to be a motivational speaker. I don't think any part of me wants to be liked and loved by everybody. I think I could leave some of that for my kids. I think they're going to be in the liked and loved category. When I think about it, I'm like, I think they'll actually be the liked and loved ones. I'm the get after it one. I'm the get it done one. I'm the one that understands the legacy. Focused on the future. But intentional about the present. And if you have an issue with being intentional, meaning you just get up and whatever the day throws at you, that's what you do. That's a hard situation to be in. That's a hard life to be in. Because every day something is going to come at you to challenge if you got what it takes to make it. And when you're not intentional, everything gets to you. Now I get asked about why certain things don't bother me. Why I think I had an agent reach out to me yesterday, and the agent said I had scheduled something at one of their homes for sales, $600,000-$700,000 home, and I could tell up to a couple days ago that something wasn't right about this transaction. Something wasn't right about it. The agent kept asking me questions that I had already answered. And next thing you know, the agent calls me or sends me a message, say, hey, you know what? I'm going to have to cancel this, blah, blah, blah. And, I relayed that to the rest of my team, and they were like, oh man, that's messed up. I was just kind of like, I showed them the message. They like, you just said thank you. What else do you do? I'm not going to be intentional about having an issue. I was like, find another property. As long as it would have took me to complain about this agent doing this stunt, even though it was fairly close to the time we were trying to get out there, what could I do? Right? But within 10 minutes, we already had 2 more lined up. It would have took me longer to complain and to give in to the attitude of why me, then come to the snap decision. Hey, that one fell through. Let's go get this one. Which probably irritates the hell out of my clients, because they're pulling their hair out and biting their nails. So everything's going to be fine. I'm intentional about my transactions. I'm intentional about the results that I want from my real estate business. When I work with my buyer, the intention is to get them a home. Almost like Terminator, like we've set our sights on closing, so that's what we're going to do. We've set our sights on selling, that's what we're going to do. As much as the human mind wants to worry about everything, the fact of the matter is, if you have intention, then the outcome is already certain. Now, is it certain that it's going to be at the time that you pick and you choose? Probably not. Is it certain that if you keep plugging away, it'll happen? Absolutely. If a 400-pound man can keep working out and lose that 400 pounds and get down to 210, it's possible. Didn't happen on the first day. Didn't happen on the second day. But it was possible. But that only comes with being intentional. And you only become intentional when you know why you're doing it. So I would highly suggest that you get you a notepad and start writing down all the reasons why you doing or want what you want. That way you can reaffirm, recommit, and reflect back on what it is that you're doing.